Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Yarn Creations. Welcome if you are a new subscriber and also to my returning viewers. I see that I got quite a few new subscribers to my channel and I hope that you will stick around and try to watch as much as you can of my episodes, because also if people do stick around for the whole episode, I will probably get more exposure on YouTube. I want to thank Ali of her little drops of wonderful. I think so. I will link it below. She had a 100th episode anniversary, and everyone that wanted to be mentioned on her 100th episode could leave a comment. So she mentioned me, and I'm very thankful for that. Thank you, Ali. And Kelly Casanova, sorry, got a hair. Kelly Casanova also mentioned me on her community tab, I think, because we were chatting about getting discouraged on YouTube and not getting exposure. And she is a very good weaver. She's got fantastic weaving tutorials here on YouTube, and she's got a weaving school and with wonderful videos if you ever want to learn more about weaving or start weaving or even just expand your knowledge. I've watched quite a lot of her videos. What I do now is that I tend to buy a video from her, one of her classes. I've bought a few of her classes, and then I can always refer back to them, because at the moment our exchange rate is horrible. So I'm not part of her weaving school at the moment, but when sometimes over December or the Christmas holidays, she does have a discount on her classes, and then I buy one of her classes so that I can always refer back to them. My name is Adele and I live in Pretoria in South Africa. It is winter here now. I think it's proper winter here now. Today is a little bit better, but it's still cold and windy, and I think what is cold temperatures for us here in South Africa is mild summer temperatures in Europe. I've seen European tourists walking around here in the middle of winter with summer clothes, and then I think, how is it possible? But yes, that is just how different the northern and southern hemispheres are of each other. But enough talk about that. I'm wearing the raglan sweater I knitted. I've showed it to you, but I haven't worn it yet. That I did with Purl Soho's linen quill. I've talked about it in the videos when I was busy knitting it, and I showed it to you, and I think I talked about it, how I did everything and how I knitted the stripes. Just a plain raglan with knit front backs. I think a very plain raglan increase method is best for stripes, I think. The little stripes is with John Arbon, Alpaca Delight, if I remember correctly. So today I'm wearing it over a long sleeve t-shirt because I wanted to make this a 3/4 sleeve so that I can wear it in spring and autumn as well, without anything underneath. But so I'm not sure if it's working, but I think so. I think it's not a very warm sweater for when it's really cold, but for these in-between days, I think it's okay. I think it's working. It's the first time I'm wearing it like this, so we will see. it's very comfortable and very light. The yarn knits up beautifully. So I'm very happy with this, and I think I'll get a lot of wear out of it. I quickly want to show you one of two items that I've finished, and then I'll see if there's any time left to talk about some works in progress. Otherwise, I will do another episode at some time with what I'm busy with, or I will just do shorter ones with one or two projects in them. I also want to show some of my weaving projects at the time, because as I mentioned that I think I got a few subscribers from Kelly's Casanova's channel. So I do show my weaving from time to time when I've finished something that I think is good enough to show. Then I do show it. So there's quite a few episodes with a woven project in it as well. The first thing I just want to share with you today is this shrug that I did. I used the Gaga shroud by Steven B. It's a pattern that you can buy on Ravelry, but I did change it a lot. It's definitely much darker in real life. I used 3 strands of merino singles. Sorry, it's just a spam call I'm going to ignore. And I cast it on 20 stitches less than in the pattern, and I started with a 4.25 millimeter needle, and then quickly went up to a 4.5, and then a 5 millimeter, and then a 5.5 at the end. And the pattern does have increases, and it does have short row wedges, which I did 2 of, but I don't think you can really see it. I think it's what I should have done. In the pattern, it's the short row wedges is in an eyelet pattern, and it didn't look so good to me when I tried that. So I decided to just do it in the stockinette. But maybe next time I will do it in reversed garter, the wedges, and see, because I really want to knit another one. And I didn't do all these reversed stockinette, or that it's pull rows that creates a reverse stockinette. I only did 3 of them, and I did turn it inside out. So it's actually supposed to, your first pull welt should be on the top here, but I like the look more this way around. So I literally changed everything, and I didn't do so many increases. I think I did the first set of increases, and then he has short row wedges and welts and increases again. I think I did 2 of them, and then I stopped, and I just continued straight. And then I did this 3x1 ribbing, and these clouds again. So the light is changing. My luck with podcasting and recording is not good the last few times, but I'm not going to get totally discouraged. So hopefully the sun will come out. I just wanted to show you how it looks on. I really like the feeling and the fit of this. It's very comfortable and so soft and really warm. So maybe there's weather that you can wear just a long sleeve t-shirt, and then with something like this, it's what I like about this is a shawl. It always wants to fall off your shoulders, or you always have to readjust it. But something like this will just stay where it is, and it's I'm even wearing it over 2 layers already, and it's still very comfortable. There you can see one of the wedges that I did with a dark yarn, and then I went back to the grey. So I changed the colors. One of the colors that I did keep throughout was a Knotty Habit Knotty Knot. It's a color changing 100-gram cake with 4 colors, and it started with a red and ended with a charcoal gray color. And then I just added some 2 skeins of uh, variegated merino singles. I think they were from Wishbone yarns that had red in them as well. And then I also had some extra gray that I did, so I changed them around a lot. And then at the end I had a black single, a little leftover ball of a black single that I added. So there you can, on the camera you can see it much better, one of the wedges. And there's no back or front, so you can really wear it any way you want, and you can even, if you want, make it more sideways or whatever. But I like it like this, and it's really comfortable. Someone asked me if it's comfortable to wear, and I say yes, it is. You can really play with the pattern. I think it's a good pattern to have. It does have some of the Purl welts in here as well. I might do one next time, or I only did 3 here at the top, and it felt a little bit uncomfortable for me to knit, the changing and the texture below my hands, but I'm very sensitive to that nowadays. So I just do what and knit what's comfortable for me, and I do like the plain stockinette part as well. But I'm happy I put these 3 welts in here. Just give it a little bit of texture. It's really something I just want to keep for myself, but this is going to be a gift for my sister-in-law. I don't think she watches the episodes, and her birthday is in July, but I think I'm going to gift it to her earlier so that she can still wear it in on colder days this winter. And she loves dark, strong color. She loves to wear, but I wouldn't mind one of these myself. So I did take out yarns that I want to start one, but maybe I'm going to try it with only 2 strands and then follow the pattern stitch count of the Gaga shroud. So that is my modified Gaga shroud with 3 strands of merino singles. I'm really enjoying my stash at the moment and using deep stash. And then last time I showed you I'm knitting a little baby blanket. That is done now. This is for our new baby girl arriving in beginning of August, and it's just garter, corner to corner garter stitch, and I followed the instructions more or less for the My Favorite Blanket pattern by Kate Jones. She shows everything that she does for this blanket on her YouTube, on their YouTube channel Bakery Bees. I didn't do the eyelet rows in the middle, and I used also deep stash that I bought from Jennifer at the Yarn Room, and it was her own brand, Loopy number 6, that she dyed up, and it is a 4-ply DK. I used most of the 850-gram skeins that I had. I had to really at the end I had to really weigh and make sure that I have enough to more or less make a mirror image. So I did increase and then knitted straight for a little bit and then started decreasing. And I think this will probably only be used the first 2 or 3 months, so it doesn't have to be that big. And yeah, I think it's very soft and very drapey. I used a 4.25 tulip millimeter needle. I know there's not, it's only the tulip that have a 4.25, but then I will go up to a 4.5. It is super wash, so it does relax quite a lot when you wash it. So that is the Gaga baby blanket done. And then I'm busy with another baby blanket. I've got my little Bolga basket that I really love. And there's no, I'm glad that I got it from a friend that imported some from Ghana, because I think they will also be very expensive now to import. So this is, I started with leftover yarns of 2-ply merino twist. And yeah, so then I had to go back to my stash to find more to make it work. And this is what I have so far. So it's Linenstitch, and I do turn after each round to make it very nice and square and neat. But every time I change yarn or change to another color, I cut my yarn and I start at a corner, so that there's no line going up on any of the sides. So I don't just continue with a new yarn at the same place. I cut my yarn, and then every time I start at a corner, and then from there on turn and just turn and slip and go the other way around. There's quite a few videos. I don't do a chain when I turn. I just turn and immediately do a single crochet in the first chain 1 space. And so there's no line or join. You can't see where it is joined. I'm not going to make this very big either, because it is also merino. It will stretch a little bit when I wash it, super wash merino, and I think it will also only be used in maybe the first 2 or 3 months. So I'm not going to make it too big. I've got quite a few very lovely girly blankets that I can, that she can use. Maybe next winter I will take one out that I've done quite a few years back, but I will try and show it to you before I give it to my son and daughter-in-law for the little girl to use. So yes, I'm enjoying this. I'm using a 3.75. I just grabbed a hook that I have. I think this is a clover 3.75. And the yarn is all, this is a cowgirl blues left from a wrap that I wove. It's all merino 2-ply super twist, super wash, easy to use. I'm busy with this color at the moment. It's a Miss Lamotte. And this one is also from Miss Lamotte. This is actually more sandy colors, but it's got very tiny pink specks in it. And then this one I borrowed from a friend because I didn't have enough pink yarn, and I wanted to just bring in the pink a little bit more. We don't know who the dyer is. So yes, that is more or less. The others are already finished. I've used up all of the yarn in the blanket already. Like that little bit is also cowgirl blues. There's quite a few colors of cowgirl blues that was in a wrap that I wove. So that was just the leftovers that I started with. So that is the other baby blanket that I'm doing. And then maybe I can quickly show you my Betha from Marie Wallin is coming close to the end. I can't believe it, and I will be sad to end this cardigan. It is out of this book, Cherish. Here it is. It's quite an oversized drop shoulder cardigan. It's knitted in parts, front, back part, and two fronts and the sleeves. I've changed it all to knit it all in the round with sticks. I showed you my the sleeves that I've done, and in the body is, yeah, so there's my stick. I changed up the color of this motif and I quite like the combo. The first one was in this colors and the second one in this colors. I wanted to change this up as well. I think all that is left is this part, and then while I'm doing this part I have to do a little bit of shaping for the front neckline and then just the shoulder shaping, but that I'm just going to do in the plain background color. But I think I will have to keep this the same when I'm now going to start that, and then I'm done. Then I have to cut my sticks. Here is my armhole sticks. I don't know if you can see them. So I just divide it, and there where that little hole is where I casted on 5 stitches for my armhole stick. And we hope that this is going to work out. I'm doing it in Rowan felted tweed, and it knits up beautifully. It's so soft and drapey. I'm using a 3.5mm needle, so my gauge is 27 stitches, where the pattern gauge is 29 stitches with a 3.25. But I wanted the fabric to be a little bit more drapey, and I like how the fabric feels. So this is, yeah, maybe, hopefully, not long from now, I will be able to show you the finished cardigan. But I still, after I've cut, I have to make sure that my sleeves are long enough. If they are not, I will add a little bit of length to the sleeves. I haven't casted off the sleeves, so I can easily just add a few rows and then join the sleeves and knit the cuffs of the sleeves and do the neck ribbing and the button bands. So yeah, then this will be done. I'm very happy with it, really happy with it, and I just hope it will fit. I really hope it will fit. I did do 3 sections of decreases. I think I mentioned it to you last time. Every time that there was 4 plain rows, I did decreases. I think let me just see. I think I did it there in this row for the first time. So a pattern repeat is 12 stitches. So I decreased with 12 stitches here and here and yeah, and yeah, I think, yeah. I will link a video. There's a very good video. I think the channel is Knit Talk with a tech editor, I will link that video below. She explains very well how you can do A-line shaping, because I've mentioned it many times that I have to do A-line shaping. So if it's bottom up, I will have to do decreases, and if it's top down, I'll have to do increases. Otherwise, it will be really, to fit it nice and comfortable around the widest part, it will be really oversized here, because there's a difference of 15 centimeters. And I think I prefer, as you can see with this one as well, it fits very nicely. So I didn't increase to fit my widest part. I increase to fit my bust, and then I do A-line shaping. So I will, if I forget to link the video, please ask me for it if you haven't already seen it. So that is my Betha by Marie Wallin coming to a nearly coming to a close. Let me quickly see. I think for now I'm going to stop this, and there's the sun going behind the clouds again. And I hope to talk to you soon again and show you more of what I'm busy with. Thank you so much for watching, and yes, if you don't mind, please like and subscribe, and see you soon. Goodbye.